I'm being joined in now by Shalabh Kumar. He's someone who's been very close to the Trump team. He's someone who connects directly with President Trump. He's founder of the Republican Hindu Coalition. He's been active with the Republican Party, the GOP, and a very influential Indian-American voice. Very good evening from here and morning to you there, Mr. Shalabh Kumar. Let me begin by asking how you are seeing the first meeting between the two leaders after their respective elections. Third term for Prime Minister Modi and second term for President Trump. Tell us about the chemistry part, because that really sets a lot of things in order once the meeting starts.
Chemistry between the two of them is good. Now, there will be some small breakthroughs, but I have been advocating on both parties through the back channels, on Trump's side as well as on Modi's side. That is a big breakthrough. And I discussed that with Steve Bannon. You know very well my relationship with Steve Bannon. So his war room represents the mega movement. He's the head of that mega movement, which got President Trump elected again. So there, what I'm proposing is just assume, really the elephant in the room. He actually headlined it as elephant in the room. Elephant in the room is China. If United States puts in a tariff, a sustained tariff of 50% on all imports from China, guess what it does to the US-India relationship? Let me explain. $400 billion a year of manufactured goods from China come to United States. If there's a 50% tariff on it, that means about 60% of it could be absorbed back in the United States. But what happens to the other 40%? At least $100 billion, $150 billion. If that gets transferred to India, that will be a huge gift to India. And what will happen is the India's economy then could compete with Chinese economy in the next 20 years to come. By 2049 or 2047, right now, Chinese economy is projected to be 80 trillion. However, if these trade tariffs, 50%, get into effect, then their economy might be only like $50 trillion. That's an economy which United States can catch, and India could be the second biggest economy, or in parallel with China. So that is where I want to have a free trade agreement between United States and India, no tariffs on each side. India buys the advanced weapon systems, including the fighter jets, from United States. It could afford to do that, even despite challenges because of the Soviet-era planes. But because it's getting so much additional revenue, $100 to $150 billion in manufactured goods that it will export to United States, and the same amount it could export to EU if the manufacturing gets set up in India. I propose actually an a city itself that is set up just for this purpose, that is to export $150 billion a year to the United States. That could expand to another $150 billion to EU.
Right.
So I'm kind of looking at it in a long-term view.
Right. Mr. Shalabh Kumar, I believe you had a podcast with Steve Bannon, though of course he does not have the same influence on the President Trump administration or President Trump as he had earlier. You think that, and now of course it's Musk who really has a lot of say in what President Trump does. But what, according to you, are expectations of the Trump administration?
Be here. Hope he has a wonderful visit, and it was a great meeting.
Thank you.
Okay, we had that Vivek Ramaswamy soundbite there. Can we get it again? Cut to it again. Okay, we'll publish it and come back to that Vivek Ramaswamy soundbite. A crisp one there. He spoke immediately after finishing his meeting with Prime Minister Modi. Shalabh Kumar, I'm coming back to you. What I was asking or interested in knowing was that what...
Welcome, Prime Minister Modi here. Hope he has a wonderful visit, and it was a great meeting.
Thank you.
All right. It's turning out to be a great visit. It was wonderful meeting, is what Vivek Ramaswamy said in that soundbite. Okay, Shalabh Kumar, my question. You are there, you have a ringside view of what's happening in DC. What, according to you, are expectations that the Trump administration has of the Prime Minister Modi delegation that's going to engage with them in a while from now?
Well, right now, I'm going to lower my expectations. The expectation will be there will be some decrease on the part of India on tariffs on some of the goods. And on the other hand, there might be some kind of armament deal where United States president, as a businessman, he wants to sell $20 billion worth of advanced fighter jets to India, but India may go for like maybe 4 or 5 billion, maybe not the fighter jets, maybe something else. And there will be general cooperation, positive mood. I'm in conversation constantly, which is you guys have just reported, Mike Waltz. He's a good friend. And so I've been discussing this with him and, of course, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. And so in general, it's positive, but I'm looking for a total breakthrough, a complete transformation of the relationship, which can happen only in manufacturing. We have to remember how China became such a big power. 1947, 1949, both countries got independence. The economy of India and China was the same level.
Yeah.
Now, Chinese economy is 8 times bigger than Indian economy. Why? It's all manufacturing. And it's not the manufacturing of iPhones. It's not the manufacturing of electric vehicles like Tesla. It's day-to-day manufacturing of products like Ethernet switches, like everyday products. So that is small businesses in the United States, small businesses, SME sector in India.
Right.
That would make this transformation and have, once again, $150 billion a year exported just to United States. It will happen, but it may take not just this meeting. It may be, second meeting, third meeting, a continuous dialogue. It's a complex subject, but yeah. I am in the electronics business. I am in the forefront of all this. So I know how to do it.
Right. Okay, thank you so much, Shalabh Kumar, with that perspective, someone who knows the Trump team up close and has shared insights on what can be done between India and the United States for long, both the sides. Thank you so much for joining us.